Hello everybody, my name is Kaza. Nice to meet you. This is my daily challenge. Uh, this is my daily challenge. Speaking English for 30 minutes straight, using TOEFL style questions, no script jumps, Spanish answers, just like a real exam. Let's get started. Alright. Today is day 106. Debut time. I forced myself to do this. So I didn't have any motivation to do this challenge yesterday. But I had to do this somehow. Then I just clicked the recording button. So it forced me to do this. Once I clicked the recording button, I don't have any choice. So, any choice rather than, speaking English. So I forced myself to do this yesterday. If I put something off, yeah, I didn't know the phrase put something off. So like postpone something. So if I postpone something, it always ends up being too late to do. I put something off. If I put if I put something off, it always ends up being too late to do. If I hadn't, yes. So uh, if I hadn't clicked the recording button, I would have been doing it around midnight. I would have started. Would have started this challenge at around midnight. I interrupted him while he was speaking. Sorry, I didn't show you this uh, this display, this sheet, kind of this sheet. Get excited. So when I hang out with friends, I get excited. I always get excited. So naturally I get excited when I meet with friends. Oh, questions. What is something that people understand about you? I already answered this question. Do you prefer deep conversations or small talk? I prefer I prefer doing I prefer to do deep conversations rather than do small talk. The primary reason is that Primary reason is that I don't. I'm not good at. Uh, I'm not good at chit chatting because there's no reason to do that. But if I when I do deep conversations, uh, like maybe I need to do it. I need to do it, so it's easier for me to do that because I just answer the reasons for them. But small talk, it's hard for me to uh, think about uh, re- uh, redundant talks. Do you prefer deep conversations or small talk? I prefer deep conversation to small talk. The primary reason is that so when I do deep conversations, maybe I given some topic. So if I have a topic, it's easier for me to broaden the the conversation based on the topic. But the small talk, uh, I don't have any specific reason to do it. So it is hard for me to think about uh, think about the topic because it isn't necessary. Deep conversation, when I have to do deep conversations, possibly we have to do that because deep conversations. But if it is small talk, maybe we don't need to do that. Like the uh, it's just a formality. It's just a formality. So like before the business chat, we usually do some chit chat before the main topic, but it's just a formality. It isn't necessary. So that's why it's hard for me to do that. How do you deal with jealousy? I deal with jealousy. I deal with When I feel jealousy, I try to think that I I am who I am. So try not to compare with others. So that thought gets rid of jealousy usually for me. And uh, but sometimes like there are some kinds of jealousy like for like about your ability or about your uh and jealousy to myself or to like your girlfriend or to your family or to your friends or to other people. So mm, so there are lots of kinds of jealousy. So it depends on the jealousy. Uh, how to deal with jealousy, it depends on mm, how I deal with jealousy. It's depending on what kind of jealousy. How I deal with jealousy depends on what kind of jealousy it is. I, right? Wait a minute. All right, where? Mm, all right, where is it? All right. Mm. I lost the page. Yeah. Anyway, where was I? How I deal with jealousy depends on what kind of jealousy it is. How I deal with jealousy depends on what kind of jealousy it is. To your friends or to your girlfriend or to yourself or so basically I try not to compare with others. I compare with me always. And if I feel jealousy to my girlfriend or like uh, different gender person, I don't know. It's been a while since I broke up with a girlfriend, but in that case, I try not to look like I'm jealous because if I look like jealous, maybe your lovers would be happy, and then they try to do that again or try to do that more to attract your attention to them. So, on purpose, I pretend not to be jealous to them, even if I am jealous. Or if I uh, knew that she tried to attract my attention, yeah, I try uh, make her relieve. Like I tell her that I love you or I like you, and you don't need to do that because you already have my feeling. Something like that. 18 minutes have passed. What's one belief or value that you will never compromise on? What was compromise on mean? What was compromised meaning? Ah, like give up on something. What's one belief or value that you will never compromise? Hmm. One belief. Uh, not fooling myself. not lying myself, not lying to myself, not lying, being honest with myself, not lying to yourself, not lying to yourself, or being honest with your being honest with yourself, being honest with yourself. What's my belief or value? Because other people don't know whether I try to deceive myself or try to lie to myself. But only me, only I can realize, I can know it is true or not. So no other people cannot realize but myself. So that's why I will never, I mean, sometimes, like if it is a small thing, sometimes I lie to myself. But if it is an important thing, I never lie to myself, or I am honest with myself always. I am honest with myself. Do you think people can truly change? I think so. I think people can truly change if they truly think that they want to change themselves. So if you cannot change yourself, it means don't you don't truly you don't you you don't truly change yourself. If you can't change yourself, it means you don't think truly want to change yourself. Because if you truly think you want to change yourself, it reflects it reflects to your action. It is reflected in your actions. It shows in your action. Your actions reflect it. It is reflected in your actions. It's reflected in your actions. If you truly think you want to change yourself, it would be reflected in your actions. So sometimes there's a person like, I truly want to change, but I am too lazy to do that. So maybe they they don't think uh, about it enough. They should think that they want to change themselves more, more, stronger, more strongly. Hmm. So if you wanna lose your weight, you can reduce your diet, or you can do exercise, or you can go for a run, or you can do muscle trainings to lose your weight. So your will is reflected in your actions. Your will, right? Your your willpower, your intention, your determination, your determination. So if you decide to do something, your determination, it is your determination, if it is your determination is true, it is reflected in your actions. So even sometimes you don't know what you should do, but uh, if you truly want to change yourself, maybe you would ask someone to help you to do that, or you can research, or you can look it up how to do it, and maybe you do that actually. But easier said than done. So just saying you want to change, it doesn't truly change yourself. That's my opinion. Okay. Do you, so 1 minute left. Do you think people can truly change? What's more important, being respected or being liked? Being respected is more important for me. This is because, so prefer, preferation, preference, preference depends on the person. So you can't change their preference. なんだっけ preference, yeah, preference. So you can't change someone's preference. You, only you can change yourself. So being liked, it's something you can't change, but being respected, if you change your actions, maybe you will be respected by many people. Not everyone, but uh, most of them. Thank you.